What's up everyone, my name is Vortlas and welcome back for some more SimRacing. Today, as you can see, we are back on Automobilista for another online race here with the guys from Racedepartment. We are driving the Marcas touring cars. It's been a while since I've driven these cars. And today we are driving a 20-minute race at Velopark. It's one of the Brazilian tracks. No shame in not knowing this track because it's not really that familiar with everyone. Let's see if I can line this up properly. Whoops, a little bit too far. A little bit too far. This is awkward. Alright. Let's hope the race goes a little bit better than the lining up here at the start, but whatever, we are starting in 11th place of 25 drivers, a very close grid. I think I was within the 1 second margin of the pole there, very close race, everything can happen, but it's a relatively short track, only about 50 seconds for a lap, so it's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of laps, probably think about 23, something like that. Let's see what we can do. We are driving the Renault Fluence, kind of the nice yellow and red livery, which is awesome. And this takes quite a bit. Someone probably isn't really lined up correctly. Let's just hope everything's okay. Okay, we see some lights. Alright, let's do this. 20 minutes. Velopark.
That's the green flag. Go, go, go.
Front wheel drive cars, not that easy to get off the grid. And basically made a shit start. Hopefully all goes well here in the first couple of corners.
You're in the middle.
Making a little bit of contact. Wow.
Hold your line. Clear. Left side. Still there.
Luckily we didn't really punt anyone off the track. Okay, single file here. Okay. Whew! We survived the first 2 or 3 corners. This is going to be tricky as well.
Car right. 3 wide.
Oh, I could see that coming. I could see that coming.
Your right. Keep left. On your right. All clear.
But really, no place to go. I thought he would stop in time, or maybe could avoid us, but he really outbraked himself basically. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we are still in 11th place. So let's hope we can catch up to the leaders here. But yeah, something like that was about to happen in the first lap. Everything happened a little bit too clean there for a first lap. And unlucky we were the victims. I really thought he would go to the outside, but no, he chose the inside there. But it seems like we have the pace, at least in these first opening laps here, to keep in touch. A little bit of an awkward exit there at the last corner, but So Velopark, really an interesting track. I don't drive this often enough because it's really a fun track. It's relatively short, as I said. About 56 seconds on qualifying at least for 1 lap around here. But all the corners are basically very challenging and offer their own kind of approach. And it's a really interesting track despite its short length. I really love the more shorter tracks because you can really try and nail every corner there and provide some close racing like here.
Car left. Car left. Still there. Clear.
Boy, this is really intense. They're all side by side together. It's just really not that easy to pass on. And it results in these scenarios where everyone is kind of bunched up together. Really nowhere to go here. I had a little bit more speed than that through there, but yeah. There's really just nowhere to pass through there. But yeah, this is awesome. This is really what touring car racing is all about. You really have to fight for your position, looking in the mirrors, but also trying to look for moves up ahead.
Watch your right.
Let's maybe dart to the inside here.
Hold your line. All clear.
Whoops.
You exceeded the track limit. This lap is invalid.
That was a little bit of a terrible move. I'm gonna let him pass again here on the inside.
Hold your line.
Because yeah, that wasn't really an entirely clean move. You should really be patient through here, and that's yeah, where I made a mistake here.
On your right.
Obviously the golden rule. Have to respect it, and yeah, just letting him pass. Not really sure in terms of tire wear how the race is gonna unfold. 20 minutes, obviously not that long, but these touring cars can burn their tires rather quickly. Obviously it's all front wheel drive, so front tires.
Hold your line. All clear.
I have to do all the work, and we made a position there. But I think he's gonna come back at us.
Still there.
Let's push him a little bit to the side.
Keep right. Still there. Keep right. Clear.
Oh, a little bit loose under braking there. Whoops.
Watch out. Yellow flag.
That was dirty driving, or not really clean, consistent driving there. Come on, I need to hit my marks and keep it on the road again, because we're still in 11th place. I would like to make some progress. Ah, really outbrake myself there. It's really not about braking as late as possible. It's really have to focus on the exits, but that's really hard when there's basically a car a couple of meters behind you. So that's really something that's giving that extra stress factor you will only get in multiplayer racing. Oh, and again, really a heap of understeer through there. I altered the setup a little bit, but I'm not really that good with setups, so didn't really get the exact feeling I wanted out of the car. Obviously it's still a front wheel drive car, so you're gonna have understeer.
Right side. Watch your right. Keep left.
But the trick really is to try and avoid that as much as possible. Again, really no place to go here.
On your left.
Ah, he went for the move.
Hold your line. Left side. Hold your line. Clear.
Oh, but basically had the momentum on the exit apparently. So yeah, it's really tricky to try and make a pass, because I have a feeling I'm faster than the car ahead.
The caution flag is
As
out.
he almost loses it through there. Ah, but this corner is so tricky to negotiate. And now finally some breathing space to behind me. But yeah, this is an awesome race for so far. Really close battling, and that's yeah, really what I want out of online racing.
Car left. Clear left.
This car is also really a blast to drive. The Race Studios really have nailed the kind of front wheel drive cars. And this is definitely one of the better looking cars out of this pack, as there's basically two cars spinning out. Probably was contact, but yeah, that basically means we gain 2 positions, entering the top 10. Which is nice. But yeah, the Renault here is really an awesome looking car. The only kind of negative thing about these touring cars is really the sounds. They don't sound all that good. I've seen a sound pack for these cars released by Luciano Lorenzini, I think. And that sounded really awesome. I should really check that out, and if I don't forget it, I'm gonna link it in the description. But yeah, obviously I didn't use it here. I haven't really tested it out. I've seen a video on it, but I really should look into it, because yeah, it really sounded awesome. Just a real kind of grunt to it, to the sounds, not that kind of high-pitched yeah, how should I say it, really annoying sound actually. It doesn't really sound like a car, to be honest. But apart from that, it really is a great car. Really having some momentum out of this corner, but yeah, not really anywhere to go. Basically as close as possible.
Clear left, clear.
But yeah, we should really look for an opportunity. And being patient really pays off. Still have about 9 minutes, so yeah, still a long way to go in this race. Obviously, making one stupid mistake can really ruin it, so I'm doing a pretty solid lap right now, as he's going defensive here in the corner.
Car left, clear left.
I think the best overtaking possibility is to have a better exit than the car ahead out of the last corner here, because that can really set you up for this long straight here. But yeah, apart from that,
The caution flag is out.
it's really tricky to overtake. Maybe here if the other car makes a mistake. But here, overtaking is basically impossible. True here as well. Although he had a decent run here, as there's a slow guy. Maybe, I think that's a lapped car, yeah. Obviously with that much people on the grid, 25, and such a short track, I think we're gonna see some more lapped cars. Again, really closing up there into that last kind of chicane. But yeah, no place to go. And don't really have the speed to be faster on the straight. You're really on the limit there through that corner. You could really feel the car being on the edge of grip, really almost sliding. And yeah, a slide like that you don't really control with the wheel in this car. You really control it mostly with the throttle, and that's kind of awesome to do correctly. It's really rewarding if you
Watch your left, left side, clear.
can manage a slide like that. But yeah, again, really faster in this last section, but it's basically one of the more trickiest parts to pass. So hopefully that Really should count on a mistake by the guy ahead, and maybe now it's the time.
Right side, clear.
Oh, they punted him.
On your right, clear right.
That was another lapped car there, so no positions gained. There was a little gap there on the inside due to him kind of almost spinning out, but yeah, couldn't really push through. Almost pushed him off the track, so luckily that didn't happen. Because yeah, we're having an awesome race. He's going to be waiting for him to brake under the pressure. Only 6 minutes remaining, so yeah, it would be nice to take that 8th place. I think we don't gonna get any further than that, maybe if someone makes a mistake, but trying a slow in, fast out approach here. Whoops. Come on. Again, you really can visually see us closing up here. Yeah, maybe now.
Clear.
I think he's gonna go defensive. Maybe I'm gonna kind of try and fake him out, but yeah, he doesn't really take the bait. Whoops, too much speed through there. Oh. Ooh, he's slower, he's slower. Again, nowhere to go.
Watch your right, clear right.
I think he's starting to struggle.
Watch your left, clear left, car right. Hold your line, right side, clear.
I'm not gonna go for that move because that would end in tears. Ah, so frustrating. So yeah, let's go for a lap here at Velopark. This really is the fastest part of the track. Just shifting up into 5th gear, braking at 150 meter board, down to 3rd gear, try and hook up both of these apexes, try and brake early and really nurture the car in, get on the power as soon as possible, not shifting up to 3rd here, staying as close to the inside as possible, trying to hit that apex here, and really sacrificing the first part to get as good as an exit as possible out of the second part, then upshifting through the gears. 4th and then maybe 5th if you're fast enough, but not here. Braking 150 meter boards, downshifting to 2nd, trying to get it nice and early into the corner, taking as much curb as possible. Braking here at the change of the board there. Whoops! And not that. That was yeah, that was a way too early of a turn in. But yeah, that's basically a short lap here at Velopark. Ooh.
On your right.
The car was slowing. I have no idea why he slowed down there. Kinda confused me there a little bit. Ooh, running way too wide. But yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Maybe he's almost out of fuel. No, that's or he cut a little bit too much of the track and slowed down. I have no idea, but yeah, that gives us 8th place. So yeah, let's see what we can do here on to the Honda up ahead. Let's see if we can make some inroads. Obviously now we have to lead ourselves, which is always tricky if you basically follow someone the entire race. It can be good because sometimes you can get hung up on the pace of the car ahead, but yeah, it can be terrible as well because you never really yeah let the field. Oh, big lock up there, and another warning. I think maybe that's already the last one. But yeah, tires are really starting to hurt, but I'm making progress. I don't think I really gained that much of time. So yeah, let's say it's okay. Ah, this corner gets trickier and trickier. Ah, front tires are really dead at this point. Really, the kind of force feedback becomes really vague and really, yeah, stop feeling the car, which is deadly. But we're getting closer, definitely. And that was a really good lap, very close to my my best lap. Let's hope we can make it on fuel. Fuel indicator has come on. Whoa, that was awkward. And everyone is starting to struggle here a little bit, you can see it. It's really hard to keep it clean here and trying to maximize our lap time. But yeah, 0 minutes. Basically one more lap, I think, or maybe another one. It depends on the leader, but I think it's gonna be just one lap. Ah, I really fell back. That was a terrible lap because of our little mistake there.
White flag.
Okay, last lap. Let's see. Let's just not make any mistake because these last laps are always yeah, there's basically a curse on the last lap. Let's just try and bring it home cleanly. But yeah, really an awesome race. Some very close racing in there. An awesome battle there with the yellow Renault. And yeah, it was a really enjoyable experience and yeah, a lot of fun. If you want to join as well, you can always join Racedepartment. It's an awesome community with
Checkered flag.
yeah,
Watch out, yellow flag.
with a lot of fun racing like this. And
Yellow flag.
yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy that as much as I did. And yeah, I'll see you in a later video. And maybe subscribe and like for more videos on Automobilista and other sim racing content. I'll see you later. Bye.
Caution.